And this is how I'm feeling. Huh? Oh man, we tried to bend the game. Run them lights up, give me hyped up. Run them lights up, give me hyped up. Run them lights up, give me hyped up.
Hey.
Hey, we gon' stay hyped up.
Hey.
What it is, Jay? Oh my. What it is, Jay? We do our thing.
Hey, we do the thing. Swerving in them lanes. Hey, you know we gon' bring the pain. Yeah, just come. I'm tired of
For real, man. We in the building.
Oh,
For
man.
real, this is how we feeling, man. Hey, y'all already know it's gonna be another good show. We come to get y'all more and more. And they loving it. They loving it in the world.
Yes, sir.
So today we're gonna get more into the world. Cause the world, everybody was really pushed into the world in some type of way. Everybody.
You pushed out of the womb, so you feel me?
For real. So you pushed into the world. So it been a lot of real thick situations happening in America. And I ain't trying to be the most political person in the world, but at the same time you gotta look at it from the bottom to the top, from the top to the bottom in most cases. But what it is, Jet, oh my.
You gotta get from the rooter to the tutor. You feel me? Gotta get to the nooks and crannies, pause. But we can get into some of that because there's a lot going on right now. We're gonna start out with some East Coast and South business, but at the same time, there's some East Coast on East Coast war that 50 always like to do. I'm trying to see where we want to start with. We got 50 versus T.I., or we got 50 what he did to Jim Jones.
What he did to Jim Jones?
Did you see what he did to Jim Jones?
What he did to Jim Jones?
You see when Jim Jones couldn't get it into the studio?
Oh, the
and
studio.
Then he had to kick it down, and then 50 came out and said, "Hey, that's my business partner. You did that too." Well, guess what? You owe him money. He said you can't get up in there. What's going on with that? Then 50 going at T.I. So look, which one do we need to tackle first?
All right, let's get the 50 and Jim Jones. We got a video. We got anything on the, cause 50.
Yeah, it's a video.
And Jim Jones been going at it for a long time. A long time. See now, 50. They think 50 finna end up taking one of these L's. That's what I see. Like the world more leaned in on is 50 gonna take an L. So 50 sitting back laughing because he been getting on Jim Jones for a long time because he really ain't messing with that whole situation. And
You see that video?
the whole joint.
When he was kicking it in, just so you kind of see how crazy he was going
Oh
on.
yeah, I seen how he was going crazy.
Yeah, okay.
See, Jim Jones going stupidly crazy, kicking in that door, man. I'm talking about using all of his might. But how can them folks lock you out like that? If you been on time and doing everything how you supposed to been doing it, you wouldn't even be looking like this in a hallway, Jim Jones. Like something wrong with your business. When it come to this point in life, it's something wrong with your business. Come on. See, 50 ain't caused all this.
Nah,
he ain't got that much power.
He just put the video out.
Yeah, he just gonna put the whole video out and show you what life really about. Cause Jim Jones like one on, he gonna pop it big on you. He gonna bird call it and everything. He gonna do it to you if he can do it to you. But he got folks on the side like Cam them. Like go on scram them. You know what I'm saying? Cause I really own the business. See, Cam been on top of being there. 50 Cent been on top of being. Jim Jones wanted to be the pretty boy. He just wanted to do the bird call. He just wanted to do the bird call. That what Jim wanted to do. And that's how you get messed up when you just want to do the bird call. You over there with Joel Santana. You want Jim. That's it, bro. Come on, it gotta be more to the game. So 50 gonna spank you every time he can spank you. But you gotta do something so he can spank you. You doing this and you looking crazy. You gonna be a million trillionaire. How you be doing the bird call? How much money you supposed to be having, bro? Come on, like, you don't supposed to be flapping your legs, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I got us waving our head. No, Jimmy, no, Jimmy. Stop it. Cause somewhere you ain't making a profit. Come on, Jimmy. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta calm down a little bit because now we see you ain't really up there with them type of guys in New York. In New York. you ain't up there with them Ja Rule boys, boy. Cause Jimmy looking a little Slim Jim right now. I ain't gonna lie, Slim Jimmy.
He had a nerve to say he gave Nas his biggest look. Why everybody try to throw shots at Nas? Nas be chilling. So just like Gucci, he said he gave Nas his biggest look.
This your biggest look right here. This his biggest look. And you gave Nas the nasty number, Nas. Come on, bro. Jimmy, stop playing. See, Jimmy been in delusional for a long time, Jimmy. I'ma keep it real, Lil Jim. Lil Jim. See, really, like, your mind been always tricked for a long time, and we been looking at you like, bro, we don't believe you, my guy. Blood. Now I do blood. Now, Slim Jim, Trey Way. He always been in the mix, but he just didn't fit. That one of them type of niggas who always been in the mix, but they really don't fit. And the whole game is like, Jimmy was one of them type of characters that he just played to fit the spot. He want to get buff. He want to get rough. He want to mess with the gals. Then the gals, then they get on his head about his gals and everything. Then he want to act like he just, come on, Jimmy. Let me find out they fell out your pocket, Jimmy. Let me find out, Jimmy. Cause something going wrong. Tell me that fell out your pocket, Jimmy. Cause you should have picked it up somewhere down the line, and you still 49. And you lost your mind. You lost your mind, bro. Like, see, that's why 50 be beating you out right there. And you want to go and get his friend, the folks who don't mess with him and lock in. Them folks look at y'all laughing, bro. They laughing. They laughing at y'all whole little circle, bro. That's why Mace don't even want to see your face. He over there with Cam. He like, Cam, up with Scram and the rest of them guys. Just you, bro. Just you, Cam. Come on, Cam. Don't bring Slim Jim them over here. It's just you. And that's how you gotta play in the game sometimes because everybody got a circle. This America, bro. Oh, man. For real, man. What it is, Jet?
So then now let's to the next saga that's more recent. We got 50 and T.I. 50 Cent. T.I. done 50 Cent calling out his wife, and that little King done jumped up in here. He like, hold on, wait, you ain't gonna talk about my mama like that, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you ain't gonna talk about my mama like that. So what? And then T.I. dropped, his stuff basically saying, saying a lot of stuff, saying you didn't handle this business, you thought you handled this business, this is what I am. So, whose side do you think is like, because it's 50-50 kind of on here, no pun intended.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
T.I. think he can take it out, take him out like he took them Texas boys out. And this little flip. Let's get real. He took that boy out one. And he wanna know. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, he did that. But when it comes to the 50, even though 50 and 59, T.I. still IT. Not it. And especially when you come to a situation like this. See, 50 really sitting back laughing while this boy out here swinging in the air crash. He just swinging. He think he just in a hit song. But when it come to 50, he already switched lanes. You can't even catch up to a 50. Let's keep it real. And when I started seeing T.I. swinging the air like he did on curl and waving it everywhere, come on, bro, let's keep it real. That ain't gonna work. I see your plan, but it ain't gonna bring you back, my man. Now, you done did one in. That's cool, my friend. You done did one in. Cause T.I. he didn't demolish that. The flip came back and get on one of these little small shows and trying to rap some more. I said, oh man, that boy went through some pain, especially in that battle. See, Rick Ross stood firm. Let's keep it real. Rick Ross stood firm. He made it past that 50 Cent.
I don't know how he did that, because it looked like
look like Ross was about to because of the CO stuff and everything.
For real.
I was
Rick
like,
Ross
damn, he came out of that.
He swim. Ja Rule, 50 spanked him.
What about
Spike,
Shorty Low and T.I.?
Shorty Low and
They
T.I.
squashed it though. They squashed it.
They ain't no squashing it, but the streets still got Shorty Low on repeat. They got Shorty Low on repeat. But when it comes to a T.I., he got that word. He know how to work his words. He really know how to get in that pocket in that lane when it come down to a rapping thing. He got that profession down low. There's somebody nobody can't block. Let's keep it real. And keep it real, really real, and tell these folks exactly what it is. But yeah, he got that down to a science because he know how to work the words, he know how to get in their pocket. But when he started being a comedian, that's when he started looking medium.
Oh yeah.
Like so. You ain't the T.I. we remember. So when you trying to put it on a 50, that 50 been standing firm in this game and being the boss man and staying in his lane and making change. You can't really compare to a 50. Cause when you start shaking and doing things just out of your character and then try to switch back, everybody see why you switch back. 50 just been making moves and every move bounce back. Oh, he made 50 million fighting more. He made $100 million out the movies. He did all these things. And he ain't never got to go on stage and start laughing and joking. Because the entertainment in the street game is never a laughing and joking manner. For real, either you want to be this or you going to be that. Especially in the world that we live in. You understand, G? So, when we talking about 50 and T.I., the New York, and T.I. down south, who y'all really think gonna make it out? Who y'all think gonna make it out to that next level and really can stand firm in the game? Because they already gave people in New York the crown. Everybody who really be major stars, Cardi, Nicki, 50, Jay-Z, Nas, the people who really got the crown, who really holding it down right now. Let's keep it real. They try to get all that to New York. Mm-hmm. You can come and start rocking like A-Style. You can come start rocking. But they ain't gonna they ain't gonna come into your lane like this. So who gonna win on a bigger scale? 50. Sorry to tell y'all. On a bigger scale, 50 gonna always win because he had the music. He ready from that. He did his thing. Even though T.I., the small dog, is still trying to stay on the log. That boy 50. Stamp. Oh my. What it is, Jay?
Yeah, I think 50 definitely he's basically like one man versus a lot because a lot of people will take T.I.'s side. You said somebody took T.I.'s side, right?
For real. Even Gotti playing one of his artists with his music, you know what I'm talking about, with T.I. beat on that joint. He didn't sure it did. See, even Drummer Boy, I see all them boys really rocking with T.I. because they down south. But at the same time, let's keep it real. Everybody got a side they picking in the game, though. Because the game is split from that red and blue. You understand, G? So it's levels to the game, but we're going to get all the way down into the whole situation because if you really know about that red and blue and you know about numbers, colors, all these type of things that's in the game, it'll make your mind change in a whole nother type of way because 369 is the energy. The energy. Nikola Tesla is the energy. And if you don't know about the energy and repeating things and make it really come into your whole... I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. Oh my.
Some people gonna be like, colors. What you mean, Stan G? Y'all know the colors we talking about, and it ain't the gang members. Y'all know the red and the blue.
For real.
That's what run the world, Jack.
For real. See, the red and the blue. We got Trump. We got politicians. We got everybody that's on a mission that really stand behind the red and the blue. And I ain't just talking about gangs, cause the gangs is is more lower on the spectrum of things. You know what I'm talking about? We talking about the world. See, the world is defined by numbers and colors, letters, and things of that nature. So when we start seeing it on that perspective, you gotta think about Trump. Look at Gorilla Sister. You know what I'm talking about? She said, "Oh, who done build Trump up in her?" At her 20 versus 1. Man, who done build Trump? I don't like him. Okay, you gone. You gone. Why? Cause I mess with Trump. That's what she told the girl. I mess with Trump. Woo-wee. You gotta understand. Trump messed with the Dolph side of things. See your guy over there with Jay-Z. Jay-Z is rocking with the Democrats. Let's get real. See, the Republican end is so stiff right now because everybody from Nicki Minaj, from people who really that made real names in the game, is rocking with none other than Trump, the Republican. See, the Democrats been caught like giving money to, you know what I'm talking about, situations of making a fraud trans or something like that, $8 million. $8 million. I'm talking about real big money on doing dummy things in the game and bringing money over there with the what my guy Munchie said, with real stiff situations, trying to change everything to the fruity to a fruity situation. That was the Democrats putting real money, $40 million and things of that nature on things like that. I ain't the smartest man in the world, but I'm like, and we hurting over here? That caught my attention. Hold on. Now they doing what? They doing what? Don't make sense. It don't make sense. So that's why everybody around with Trump. You know what I'm talking about? See, thing about it, the people who ain't around with Trump right now is like, okay, you just trying to get in, but when you get in, you act like you ain't gonna have money to spend. No. They on a whole nother level. That's why I'm watching what Trump doing, and I'm seeing the whole everything in my periphery. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get enlightened on everything too, though. That's why when I look at the whole situation, I'm like, why it gotta be like that? And why it's going like that, but it's a ladder. Everybody on a same, like, is you on the red side or you on the blue side? And then trickling down into the hoods, and y'all don't even know it. But this is the first time we gonna show it, though. And we gonna build from here. What it is, Jed?
Let's get to, okay, so, I wanted to ask, let's do this one.
It's like them folks, took us into a burning building, like Martin Luther King said, and made us think everything's supposed to be Democrat, but everything should have been red. Cause everybody who's trying to come up in the game, it's like who trying to get right is with the red, is with the righteous. But they were trying to take us in the blue, in the sun, in the shadows. Everything you think about blue, it's kind of blue, it's dim. So they ain't want us to go red and stay ahead because they told us how to spend more bread. Everything is right. Everything is red and blue. Everything is numbers is true. Everything is real, but some people never knew. And it's crazy. But what it is, Jed?
I was gonna say, cause we talk about this a lot. I was thinking about this. This is a random question.
Message.
So you have Moneybagg Yo that we talk about, like Moneybagg Yo, Yo Gotti, Jay-Z, you know, and Jeezy. We talk about like the corporate thug. Then you got the Gucci's that they just thugs and they thugging it out. And maybe like Gucci, he turned the leaf in a sense, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of them, you know, they just, there's other guys that just wild out. The Honeycomb Brazies, of course, they're younger, but even the older cats like Jim Jones, he's, you know, not even in corporate in a sense. So do you think that like Jay-Z, and then ushering in Jeezy showed like the true corporate thug to be able to be street savvy, be in the streets, but at the same time being able to learn to move. Like, who was the invention of the corporate thug? Who was the very first one that you think?
Of the corporate thug.
Because, you know, CTE, that's the label that pays me. Corporate Thug Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay. Yeah, I feel like Jay-Z really showed the work, and Jeezy seen it and wrote it in a better manner. And from his eyes, from his perspective. But at the same time, Jay-Z did the same thing, but learned from a better mind that's in the game. And he took it to another level because he was the artist. And Dame Dash was ready to crash. Let's keep it real. Dame Dash really showed him the market and how to have the confidence to move in the market like he was moving as a gorilla. But Jay-Z was the person who could take it to that next level because he was the artist. And that's what he had on him. Before, if Jay-Z wasn't an artist, he would have been demolished. Let's keep it real. He couldn't catch it with Dame Dash them as far as doing what Dame Dash did, put him in front of the whole world and made him do his thing. They just like somebody trying to take your spot, Jet. Nobody can't edit the videos and do what you do because that's your spot, that's your line, that's your sweet spot. And you got an extracurriculum situation by getting on the joint and be a character at the same time. So when you in your pocket, nobody can't mess with you in your pocket because that's what you've been doing for so long. Dame Dash was used to being that guru businessman for so long. Jay-Z learned from him. After so long, he had to get with the program. But if he didn't have Dame Dash, at that time, he wouldn't have been Jay-Z. Let's keep it real. He wouldn't have been Jay-Z. I don't care what nobody said. I don't care what nobody say. He wouldn't have been Jay-Z without Dame Dash. Dame Dash showing the business side. And that's why he should be honoring Dame Dash still to this day. Jay-Z a crooked, he a low there, he a wee. He one of those. I'ma keep it real. Cause Dame Dash was the person who gonna crash if y'all didn't make this business last. Right now. Because there's certain people gonna be colder in their pocket than other people. And when one person try to be everything, this what happened to you. You get everything, all the pain. You gonna get all that. You gonna get all that. Now, you looking like, who can I run to? And cause Trump them over there like, look, we ain't rocking with you. I don't care what you, how you rap, how you tap, it don't matter. We'll take you off the map. Yeah, Trump with it. Cause you gotta think about it. His old guy, Kanye West, at his best, went over and still messing with Trump. Kanye West.
Kanye gave him a big alley-oop.
For real. Kanye West ain't playing about, like, cause he's saying this the right way. Everybody who I see go over there saying this the right way, it always be somebody who's trying to get right. Go over there to that red light. They're trying to get right. This the right way to go. Only people who start off on this side, cause they start off because we already going. We don't want to keep on getting taxed. But the people who trying to get right, who in the right situation, trying to see the things right from a right state of mind, they go on to the Republican Trump side. And this is what's going on. But my light just kicked on and started paying attention to everything. So, of course, it's levels to the game. So, we got to think about that on a whole nother type of shape, form, and fashion. Oh, my.
Now, let's get to this. Okay, so here's a good one. I had a question because I saw this dude. You know, I remember back in the day, he got shot. Not back in the day, but a few years ago at that Little Baby show we talked about it. CEO Jizzle. And CEO Jizzle, we done seen he done did some wild stuff, shot up some fools, shot up a lot of things. Then he got a few cases on him in the sense of that, you know, what he's done did. But what turned him into like a cold-blooded killer? Because that man is clearly on it. We ain't snitching on him because, hell, it's out there, public record of all the stuff that he's done did. You can go look it up. But what turned him? Because it seemed like he was even doing that before Dolph. It wasn't like Dolph. I mean, I'm pretty sure that turned him into an even more double-time cold-blooded killer. But he survived getting shot. He said, "Pray for my enemies," and well, he got him out of there. Look like at some times, even in that. So, what turned him into a cold-blooded killer? You think?
Yo, I'm gonna keep it real. We had a show called Three Headed Monsters with Stan G, No Love, and King Ass Star from Young Mob. You know what I'm saying? When we was on that show, I asked CEO Jizzle what he is to Young Dolph. I was like, "You his shooter?" He was like, "Man, I ain't none of that." You know what I'm talking about? He is his own man. Basically, what he was trying to tell me in so many words. He is his own man. But it's things in the game that I was trying to, like, pull his coattail on, as far as him getting shot in a FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee. See, CEO Jizzle got shot in Big Jook and one of those Grape Street Crips from Memphis in shooting CEO Jizzle in front of everybody in Memphis. In front of everybody. What you mean, Stan G? I'm talking about in front of everybody at where Memphis Grid to play basketball at. That type of arena. Lil Baby was there taking pictures with CEO Jizzle at that time. At that time, he doing his thing. Because the Young Mob energy was in there, everything got discombobulated. Everything was tense. So they saying Big Jook told this young Grape Street guy who was from Big 30 them side to let it ride. That's what the streets saying. But R.I.P. to that young guy. Memphis get real, bro. R.I.P. to all those who really didn't come out and really make it, and especially because if you live in the gangster matrix and you faking like Turkey Baker, it's gonna come back on you every time, and it's sad about the city though. You know what I'm talking about? But R.I.P. to that guy. But when CEO Jizzle was really moving out here, it was people who was going at him and really pressing the button on him, so to speak. So if you in defense mode and showing the people that you ain't scared, you gonna try to think 10 times ahead of any situation. That just ain't on that situation. That's on any situation. So CEO Jizzle, he went through some things that brought him pain. So hurt people. That's how it go in the world. So if somebody hurt you, you gonna hurt them in some type of way. And that's how I feel like CEO Jizzle came up in the game, even though a lot of folks probably look at him like he a menace to the world. But sometimes when somebody do something to you or somebody around you, I can't tell people how to go back and make themselves feel better. You know what I'm talking about a situation? I can't be the judge of that. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe y'all can. Maybe the people out there can understand like how to go back and do things in a certain type of way. But when you from that era of things and you been through that type of pain, you'll understand when a certain mind do a certain thing. And that's the only thing I'm gonna say about anything in the game. What it is.
Now, so that's another one that I wanted to ask you about is, I guess this is kind of twofold. Let's just, not really twofold, but it can go both ways. Let's start with the King of Memphis talk. I was looking at just people like from Memphis and I see a lot of people that don't call themselves kings. You don't talked about the one that originated was, but well, you got BB, but then I think the originator was what's his name? You got Jerry the King Lawler, then you got not even that. You got Elvis, because Elvis was King of Memphis and all that. But you got like BB King, that's kind of crazy that he has that. But like, what's the impact of like the soul? Everybody goes to rap when they think about Memphis. They always thinking about crunk music, 3-6 Mafia, all the Project Pat.
I'm gonna round it up.
When it comes like that, because you also got Al Green and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, you know about Al Green.
So, what do you think about that? Like BB King, like did he take that mantle and then amp it up? Because then everybody, King of Memphis, Dolph, King of Memphis, that transition to hip hop.
Yeah. Oh, well, rounding up all the kings in one, that's when they made Stan G. Stan G, the King of Memphis. But the King of Memphis thing is so deep and so embedded in our culture. It's so real because everybody want to have that shine. I was looking at a movie the other day, and they were like, "I'm going to Memphis and really get my career started in the rap game." It was not the rap game. It was like the entertainment, singing game back in the day. And I was like, "Bam." So we was like the Atlanta of music before we knew we was the Atlanta of music. Everybody was going to Memphis to shine and do their thing. It's even a country, the dude who played the guitar I just ran into. He one of the coldest black guitar players ever, and he from Memphis, and it's shining out right now. But
Drake Daddy?
Yeah, Drake Daddy is like that music and the entertainment culture so embedded in us in entertainment. We was born in it. And what you mean, Stan G? Like, we love that game so much. It's like the pimp game. Like, the real pimps back in the day used to love the pimping. But it's like, we took all that, put it in the ball, and sent it out. Only people who I can really see this, like our little brothers, is like Oakland, California. You know what I'm saying? Oakland got that type of swag and thing, but it ain't just not their time right now. And Memphis got the ball. But, man, that King of Memphis is really soaking, like making everybody like, man, I want to be number one. I want to be the king at whatever you do. So when you get to a certain level, it's never enough. And that's why just that title right there, it got blood behind it. It got sweat behind it. It got tears behind it. It got bodies behind just that title, King of Memphis. If you think you're going to be the King of Memphis and you ain't going to go through it trying to be the King of Memphis, you got another thing going. See, just that lingo by itself got a certain energy behind it. That's how you know it's real. When you hear the King of Memphis, you automatically think about somebody who been in the war behind it. Just the title. If you say the title, they gonna automatically mention somebody who done got fired up behind it. OG Boo Dirty even labeled himself the king, and blood came behind it. And I mess with OG Boo Dirty, but let's keep it real. Anybody who say the king gotta know how to wear that hat. And when you put that hat on, you gotta understand, you might not take that hat off. You might die with that hat on. And if you really ready to die with that hat on, rock it. Oh my.
Message. Last two. This is one of the last two. We'll end it out with a question I'm gonna ask you. But here's the one. I don't know if you can think off the top of your head. I was kind of thinking of this too. Because everybody like to say Stan G can't go back to Memphis. I seen you go to Memphis. But what rapper truly can't go back to Memphis? Is there a rapper that is banned, like that when they go to Memphis, they like, and I don't know, Yo Gotti, he can go to Memphis. He just move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Who can't go to Memphis? Is anybody truly banned from there? Or is there a rapper that may not be from Memphis that's banned from there? Go ahead, my bad.
Let's keep it real. Can't nobody go to Memphis and you a rapper and you an entertainer, can't nobody go to Memphis and be comfortable in Memphis. Let's keep it real. I don't care who you talk about. The biggest, baddest person in the game can't go to Memphis and say, I'm right here. Yeah, do something about it. I'm live, and sit in that one place and nothing happen. Can't nobody do that. So what you mean, Stan G? Everybody at war in Memphis. Everybody. If you got a little money, you got a little fame, you got a little change, and you call yourself the man, I bet you can't go in Memphis and say, look, I'm right here. Come and holler at me. In no part of Memphis, somebody gonna try you. And somebody might buy you if you say that. He think he. All right, bro. 10 on him. Cause you playing like that. Cause everybody think they the man like that. Whose side you gonna sit on and you think you got the green light and everything gonna be good? We back to the colors now. The green light. Everything means something. You gonna be on red. You get caught in the yellow, it's gonna be green on your head. Green is always the thing. Took off the scene. The green. So you shining out like you yellow gold, shining. Don't get caught at that red light. Don't get caught at that red light. Cause when the red come, the real come. That's when the real come. And you gonna feel dumb if you get caught. Cause you on green, for sure. So when people think about it on a level like this, bro, it's like, why even try to be the king and to try to be the person who can come to Memphis? Shot Glizzy came to Memphis. They took him down. You call to Memphis, you ain't checking in with the right person? Man, let me get there. Took his chain. That's the whole beat between DC and Memphis thing. Casino. I just did an interview with JS Manager, who got the podcast with Casino, and they did a cold job with Big Homie G. I tapped into, and I told JS Management over there with Yo got them there. But Casino, who got a podcast with them folk, that's what they knew him by. Taking down Shot Glizzy in the game. Even though it didn't really just come from Casino, but Casino was standing firm. He said he was young, and he was out here doing his thing. The old Casino said I was young, I was out here doing my thing, so they came up with a chain. You know what I'm talking about? Shot Glizzy chain. Shot Glizzy that messed his whole career up. That messed Shot Glizzy's whole career up in the game. He was never the same after that Memphis incident. He came to Memphis, got his chain took, and it messed him up in the whole game, bruh. Messed them up in the game. That's how the rap game changed back then. When they folks say, okay, we just take a chain, Finesse went through it. Got his chain, took it in Mississippi. They had a spar about that little mall about that. I call up Margo right now, he'll tell you. I will not lie to y'all, cry to y'all before I lie to y'all, bro. It's simple things in the gangster make to mess your whole life up, bro. Simple things like that. So when we think about little thing like that in the gang, like, can't nobody just come to Memphis, just swim and just do their thing and just, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. What should be mine? What should be mine? No, it's not none of that. And it's sad, but it's real, but it's just not that, bro. And if I could tell y'all anything else, I'll tell y'all it. But it's rough growing out in the South, and we deep in the South. We in the mud. We in the mud down here. Y'all might not know about that in New York and California. But when you come down here in the mud, you get muddy. You get muddy. Better ask your buddy or whoever in the game. But when it comes to the South, we really fight to make it out. Really, we can't just go platinum in Memphis and things of that nature. You can go platinum in New York. They say you can go platinum in Texas. They say you can. But I ain't seen a lot of people do it though. That's the whole thing about it. I ain't seen a lot of people do it. So, but in New York, they gonna support theirs. That's why Cardi B winning. When you think about it, Cardi B gonna win, Jay-Z gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Who else? The 50 did Diamond. We ain't seen nobody Diamond, and I don't even know how long. And how long Diamond? We didn't even know nothing past platinum. They came up with a diamond for that dude. A diamond. And nobody ain't did that in the South. So that's why I say T.I. swinging in the air like he just don't care. Not gonna hit that man. You're not gonna hit that man. And if he respond to you, you went diamond. Let's keep it real. You went diamond if he respond to you. And he know that. So he like, man, you think I'm finna get this little dude, the guy, this poodle barking in my... Come on, bro. My feet, bro. It's a level to the game, and I ain't gonna act like it's not level to the game. We'll be delusional to even think like T.I. can get up there with a 50 cent. You know what I'm saying? T.I. ain't even 10%. Let's keep it real on a bigger level. Right now, 50 got the game. In so many lanes. He said no rappers can't even come to his concert. No rappers. Or I buy no kids. That boy, he went so hard on the situation. Like, come on, bro. He's slick letting everybody know, bro, we on Broadway and y'all ain't on my level, bro. Let's keep it real. And that's exactly what it is. Oh, man.
We signing out of here, man. Any last words for the people? South by Southwest is 2 weeks, or like really a week and a half is down the road, man. Y'all get ready, tap in. You know what I'm saying? Hit up the either Pop Awesome Media IG, hit up Stan G, 1000. You know what I'm saying? And we'll let you know the prices. You know what I'm saying? We got packages and everything that's very budget friendly.
Sure.
So we know that, you know, y'all coming out here, y'all traveling and everything. So we gonna make sure we get y'all right. But we got 3 packages, you know what I'm saying? Because we still got to get paid for our time because we got to go out and do everything that we got to do. You feel me?
But it's love, though. We got all packages, 3 different packages. We work with everybody's budget. And them folks really finna work with y'all. I'm talking about push y'all on a whole nother level. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to do it all together. So, man, you know what I'm saying? We got 3 package deal, like bro said. Some of y'all can really feel and really work with. Then we coming out as a team. We moving as a team, you know what I'm talking about? We getting major things done. And y'all ain't seen this probably in 10 years. You know what I'm talking about? We came up with a program that y'all probably ain't seen in 10 years. So tap in, because I can't just break everything down, man. Oh, man. But y'all know we in our lane, though, man. The biggest, man. We got this popping in Texas, Jack. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't flexing, Jack. Oh, man. We in the building. And this is how I'm feeling. Run them like so. Hey, they keep me hyped up. They said, we still on it. Everybody want it. Everybody want it. We're our opponents. We ate them up. Hey, y'all didn't hate enough. We gone. Oh my.